So let me ask you a question. How many things, if you had to write them down, do you think you could be grateful for your significant other, your spouse, your kids? How many things? Could you come up with something new each and every day? This is a challenge that was laid on me by a coach recently, by one of my coaches recently. And so it's, we've all used gratitude journals before. We've written down what we're grateful for, even thought about it. We try to think about what we're grateful for. However, we tend to come up with the same things over and over. In general, us as human beings, we tend to write the same things over and over in our gratitude journal. So the challenge was laid to me, and I started doing this last week, was to every day, as a portion of my gratitude, write an actual just gratitude journal and write it about Anika and Marcus. Now I said to the coach, I'm like, well, I have 4 kids and my wife, and he's like, well, yes, I understand, but he's like, start with those that are living with you, because the girls are grown and they all live on their own with their significant others. And so I said, okay, cool. So 2 people, Anika and Marcus. So it's amazing. It's amazing how many things you can actually come up with when you challenge yourself to come up with something different each and every day. And so it's funny because we take for granted all the things that we really do love and cherish about our loved ones, for especially ones that live with you, live in the same house, live in the same home. We tend to find ways to get, as humans, again, not all of us, but in general, we tend to find things that irritate us. Oh man, person eats with their mouth open, or that person leaves this stuff out on the counter. We tend to pick apart the things that we don't like, the negative things, versus focusing on the positive things. And so by doing this activity, this gratitude journal specific to family members in your household, you tend to focus more on the positive. And even just in the last 10 days that I've been doing this, I've seen a major change in our relationships. I can't say major change, but improvement. Like where we're not focused on the things that irritate us, we're focused on the things that make us happy about the other person. We are happier. We're happier in general as people. And there's so many more. I mean, I'm only just over a week into this, and I've got 355 more days to go, and I believe I can get there. And I believe you could too. So it's something to think about. And when I say we tend to pick apart little things about the people we love and care about that bother us, that annoy us, that make us frustrated. And it's like if you haven't, and what I'm saying is, as a whole, these people we love to death. I mean, if you were to draw a pie chart, it'd be like most of it's full except for the one little piece that we're like, oh, that bugs me. It's like Byron Katie's book, Loving What Is. If you haven't read that book, I highly recommend it, by the way. Here, I have it here just to show you guys. But Loving What Is, because if you do the work based on how she describes it and ask a series of questions, you tend to find that the things that irritate you or the things that were wrong in your life or bad in your life are this big compared to everything else that you should be focused on, which is making you happy and healthy, mentally, physically, hopefully too. So think about that. So if you're already doing a gratitude journal and you're talking about things that you're grateful for, add a couple of sections. So you can say, here's all the things I'm grateful for in my life. And now, here's what I'm grateful for about my wife. Here's what I'm grateful for about my son, or my daughter, or my husband, whichever one it is for you. And when you do that, and when you really take the time to do that, you're going to find out your relationships in your household are much happier, much better off. Also, let me know what you guys think about the couch seating thing I'm doing here. I just started doing the lives here from the couch, because I can get the lighting right and put the microphone up. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this here, you like it better at my desk, you like it better when I'm out doing my walks. I'm hesitant to do my lives and my walks anymore, because right now in Florida it's 95% humidity, and by the time I get out in the morning at 6:30 in the morning, it's already 85 degrees, 95% humidity. So I'm sweating instantly. So doing it on the walks is a bit of a challenge, but if you guys prefer that, I can do that. So let me know what you think about that. And then again, show your gratitude. Just so Anika knows that I'm doing this. Now, the coach that challenged me on this, when he did this, he kept it a secret from his wife, and he did it just for his wife. kept it a secret from his wife for a whole year, and then at the end of the year, he gave that to her as a gift, and she was just crying every page she read. Now, Anika hasn't read this yet, but she knows I'm doing it. So I won't get the surprise factor, but I may get the emotions out of it because, and it's not intentional. This is true, honest, what I'm grateful for about her and Marcus. Like, for example, today I wrote how grateful I was that how far she's come, or how far she's grown out of the rumor mill. So I'll tell you this, Anika being Cambodian, Asian, most Asian communities, at least the ones that I've been around, the Laos, Thai, and Cambodian, I can't speak to Chinese, Japanese. However, those three specifically tend to be like high schools. They tend to be a huge rumor mill. And that was one thing that Anika's done great at over the last several years, is taking herself out of that. And not that she's necessarily not listening to some of these rumors or participating, but instead of just taking it as fact, like so many of these people do, oh man, it had to happen because so-and-so said that. Well, now, after we've worked on it a little bit, now she asks the question, well, who did you hear that from? Cool, now where did they get that information, or who did they hear that from? And where did they get that information? So basically she's either squashing rumors or getting to the actual fact, which is most of the time it's that much of what the actual conversation is. And then with Marcus today, I am so grateful for his patience. Of all of our kids, he has literally moved 7 times in the last 5 years. A lot of that was because of Hurricane Michael and moving across from Florida. We literally moved 5 of those, or 6 of those 7 times within a 6-month period because of Hurricane Michael and the changes that followed that. But anyway, his patience along that way, his patience with us when we're not able to do something that we've talked about. He's one of the most patient people I know, and he's only 16 years old. If I had a lick of his patience, I would have lived a lot more years of happiness. So anyway, gratitude. Write your gratitude down about the people that you live with, the people that are in your household, and do that as a part of your gratitude journal every day, or create one if you aren't already doing it, and you'll find how much better that improves your relationships. So that's what I got for you today. Make it a great rest of your day, and always remember to be schmaltzy. Take care, my friends.